isolation, we had begun to believe that we were the only survivors of the catastrophic event that had shaped our lives. Supplies were beginning to run low, and I was forced to prepare for the worst outcome. Just as I feared that we were truly alone, just as I feared that the end was near, there was a knock at the door.
We need to talk.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, JC, and welcome back to my channel once again. And welcome to you, my friend. What brings you here, Jason? Because I have no idea, honestly, what's going on right now.
I just happened to be in Auburn. I thought I'd kind of swing by.
Just happened to be.
Have a chat with you.
Just knock on the door.
Just knock on the door, see how you're doing.
Gotcha. So, just anything special going on? Just any, like, is there any
Well, there's
other
one thing special.
occasion?
Congratulations on reaching 100,000.
I think I was playing Garage Crovia at the time.
You were?
Best
You were.
map.
Thank you. Yeah.
Of Black Ops 3. Best map. Like, I will say that every day of my life.
I love all my children, you know that, so I Garage is
even
special.
Zetsubo.
Especially Zetsubo. Especially Zetsubo.
I like Zetsubo.
Yeah.
I really like Zetsubo. All right. So, you've kind of just stopped by.
Yes.
And you're just here for no reason. You got some reason to be here, right? You got something.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of talk in the community.
There's been a lot of talk.
A lot of talk in the community. You know, and it's, you know, it's so hard sometimes to really think about, you know, what kind of topics to talk about when you kind of go and visit someone. So, I think the most important thing to talk about would be
You're wearing that shirt the whole time.
Zombie Chronicles.
Oh my god. That's an amazing name, by the way.
Thank you very much.
I love it.
And I think it really speaks to what it is. And again, some of those rumors are out there, but let me officially confirm.
Oh.
So what we've done is a loving fan service piece by making 8 of the original maps, going back from World at War all the way through. Because one thing we realized was that a lot of our fans had kind of come in later, come in at like at Black Ops 2 or even Black Ops 3. And so those kind of early storyline kind of concepts, those early maps that really kind of set down the foundation for zombies, a lot of people hadn't experienced them, or they'd kind of experienced them in little bits and bobs at different places.
Or they've heard about the moon blowing up, but they never actually saw the moon, or the Earth blowing up.
And here's the thing, like back in the day when those coming out, the consoles were great at the time, but you know, compared to modern consoles, there's a whole world different.
Right.
And so some of those ideas, because zombies are very much about lighting and mood, that can only truly be executed now on modern hardware, because then you can really play with those ideas. You can play with lighting and so forth. So we've lovingly recreated and remastered 8 of the original maps.
Not 4.
Not 4.
Not 4. So the rumors are true. 8.
The rumors are true.
You're going double.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
It's. I mean, I truly describe it as a love letter from Treyarch to the community. That's how we've treated it.
That's amazing.
It's a lot of work. I mean, I won't bore you with the details of it, but the team was so passionate about doing it, and it fit in perfectly in the development of the things that we do at Treyarch. So it slotted in nicely as well.
Oh, nice.
And when we talked about it, we were looking at the first 4 and we were talking about it. Which one should we do? And then finally we couldn't decide and said, okay, we'll do all 8 then. So we
so you're sitting there, you're like, all right, we can't do.
So we were trying to pick, and we were like, well, that one, or that one.
Like you said, it's like picking your favorite child.
Yeah, it's really hard, you know. And those are the maps that were being developed when I was kind of first starting up, you know, because Treyarch's been doing zombies all the way back from World at War.
Right.
So they were the ones that inspired me, and so it was kind of wonderful to kind of go in there, and to do a faithful recreation as well. You know, I could have gone back in and kind of played with lots of stuff and changed things, but I really felt like it was important to give people the beginnings in as true and as pure a form, but kind of again realized in new next gen hardware to kind of get the most of that experience, because it really kind of sets the story up and sets everything rolling. So that's what I mean. There's a couple of little things in there. But
just little
but
things. Just a couple of little things. Maybe any ciphers? Any ciphers in there?
But it's more about the fact that I felt it was important to give people the authentic experience, because that's what kind of got us into it in the first place, right? And that's what I wanted to do. So we created those 8 maps with that spirit in mind. And here's the thing, it really shouldn't, right? You know, our 4 maps was our season, that was that, and that is that. This was just an extra thing. This is a new thing. It's a special kind of one-off package, because I saw the communities ask for this for like how many years now.
Oh yeah.
And it just, all the kind of pieces lined up, and so we said, okay, we can do it.
That's amazing.
And so that's why I describe it as that love letter, because I think all the guys, you know, back at the studio, really kind of work their tails off to kind of do it, because it's a Herculean feat. You know, when people say, these are reskins, I wish it was as simple as click reskin button, but everyone back at Trout worked very hard, very long to be able to kind of bring this all together. I suppose you want to know which maps.
Oh, that's something that I'm very curious about, because okay.
Yes.
Okay, one map for me has to be in there.
Okay.
And like, I'm pretty sure it is, but it better be.
Which one?
Shangri-La better be in there.
Shangri-La is in there, yes.
Thank God, my boys. Shangri-La.
Let me go through the list. And by the way, this morning I was sitting in the hotel room before coming and seeing you, and I was like, we've been working on this, and I started forgetting them. I'm not forgetting them, but I'd say the same one like over and over again. I was like, I'm going to count 8 out like on your video, and I was like, I kept on doing like Shangri-La twice or whatever, like missing one up. So let me see if I can go through the list now and get it right. Okay. Right. Right.
We'll start from like the very first one. Like,
I'm not going to do it in order. I'm not going to do it
not in order.
I just had a technique to remember them all.
Okay.
Which is great.
Do you have an acronym?
Yeah, exactly. This is the sign of a good pack, when it takes me effort to actually remember all them.
Does it have some weird letter correlation like fear? You remember that?
Yeah.
That's a throwback.
I'm not going to make any comments on this. Okay, ready. So, Nakdar and Toten.
Perfect. There you go. The classic.
Shangri-La.
The most beautiful map ever, probably. Like, that's gonna look insane.
Kino de Toten.
Oh my God, yes.
Moon.
Has to be in there.
Shinanuma.
All right, there we go.
Ascension.
Ascension's gotta be the class where all the main Easter eggs started.
Vrucht.
Oh, that's my favorite out of the classic maps is Vrucht.
Origins.
Freaking Origins.
I did it. See, Mom, I remembered it. Yeah.
The Origins, I think we've had sort of this discussion before as well. Like, Origins to me kind of felt like the beginning of Black Ops 3, so I feel like that map more than any other feels perfectly right to be like
it was
in
one
this pack.
It was one of those ones where I would definitely say the aspirations of it kind of were almost exceeding the platform at the time.
Right.
You know.
Oh yeah.
And you do that often in your career. You kind of do a map and you're like, if I only had a bit more GPU or a bit more CPU, I could do this.
I don't know how y'all pulled that off at the time. Like,
it's crazy. I mean, it's really, you know, in the game industry, we talk about smoke and mirrors, like the ability to make you feel that you've seen something that we don't actually show you. You know, the kind of impressionist painters, you know, they say you don't have to paint every leaf on the tree for it to look like a tree. Right. In the same way, in kind of game development, you're trying to leave you with the spirit that you saw something even if you didn't, and that takes technique to be able to kind of pull that stuff off.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
So if Origins is coming back,
does
that mean the fog's also rolling back in?
The fog may be rolling back in. Now with more fog. No, I'm just kidding. The community goes wild. We got a bit of fog. Yeah, volumetric. Yeah, it's got a bit of next gen as well.
Next gen fog, guys. You heard it here first.
To be honest, the majority of the development was me saying, how do we make this fog better?
I love Shangri-La. You guys know this on the channel if you've been here for a while. I love Shangri-La just because it's such a hard map, and I love the environment. I love the entire story behind that map. I just thought it was such a cool like mythology behind it and everything. And I feel like seeing that map now, I mean, that was 2011.
Yeah.
It's been, what, 6 years?
Well, because you're mentioning dates, it'd probably be also important to know when it's going to be coming out.
Oh my God, I hadn't thought of that.
May 16th.
May 16th? Like this early?
First on PlayStation 4.
Oh my God. May 16th.
Yeah.
Everybody was thinking June if something like this was coming out.
Yeah. See, I do have some secrets left. I still have some things. But we're going to be. We're also going to be doing a live stream from Treyarch on Monday. So today's Thursday. but it's going to be Monday.
Yeah. Today's Thursday.
Honestly, this is not back in time. So we're doing a live stream on Monday, and we're going to get into some more of the gory details, some of the kind of celebration, because not only is it this kind of pack that we think that the fans are going to enjoy, but there's a whole set of kind of celebrations and other things surrounding it.
Oh man.
That we'll talk about in the live stream. So keep an eye on the social channels, on the Twitter, try out Twitter, because we're talking about when that's happening, and you can all tune in. Here we go. Okay. So you hold one side. I'll hold the other.
I don't know if I can even.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
So
you got both sides? You got the top there?
Yep.
The top. Okay, can we move this into kind of shot?
I think that's pretty good in shot.
So
little
let's
bit
get
of
the sheen off there.
There we go.
So what this is the full zombie timeline.
Oh my god.
So this basically tracks every significant event across all those maps that are in Zombie Chronicles, going into Black Ops 3 and all that, the multiverse and its interrelationship between all fractures and all main lines. Also, every group and every version of every group is also represented.
This must have taken.
And this is, if you look in the bottom corner, this was from, where is it? This is from the Chronorium. So
oh my god.
Turns out that the Chronorium is in the basement of Treyarch. So maybe that'll appear in a map in the future. But you don't have to testify to the camera because you can read it. They probably can't see the rest.
Guys, I don't know if you can't tell, but there is paragraphs upon paragraphs of information going in winding circles.
Read one out. Read one out. There you go.
Oh my gosh. All right. What in the world?